Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses. Literally, I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sunny, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me up Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-D-M-V. All reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, California. No place like California. Fresh off a flight to Boston. Got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents.
It's the Titans going up against the Texans.
So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it is set to host Super Bowl 51 on February 5th of next year as you take a look inside NRG Stadium here in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Alden Smith there on the tackle. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it. And make that play, his defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
On fourth down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Back deep, Jalen Marshall. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. And the back goes into motion. First down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Mariota now on second down. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They run with a rookie. Here's Henry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Second down, Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A first down carry for Henry. And some room to maneuver. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller, and he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop him, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, big-time pickup for the Texans.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Miller, the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The starting defense for the Titans.
Alden Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he hits his man, Matthews. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, in 2016 in Tennessee, DeMarco Murray, we're going to find out if it was style, scheme, does he still have it or not. He thinks he's going to be more comfortable with the Titans.
Yeah, because that fall off last year, 2014, over 1,800 yards, 392 carries.
One of the best seasons running the football that we've seen in recent years.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Bryce McCain. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing is Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Third and long here for Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Suckup for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
That'll be. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now, he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Now, last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches. A first down throw for Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And it's up and good. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone. And sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 3rd down, Osweiler. He's got time. He's going to wind up and air it out. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Mariota to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016. This will be brought out to the 25-yard line.
I got you, 45. Oh, you got deep?
Now the backup Savage. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Dime look defensively here for the Titans on third. Now it's Savage. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie Aaron Wallace. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Got a man right side. It's Sharp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Let's go.
A play fake to Miller. Now Savage. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes when they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Walker with a grab, left side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Mariota, incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, and it's second down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On second down, Mariota again. He dumps it off for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mariota now on second down, surveying the field. Now he'll escape to his left. That'll be a gain of 16, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, there's another example of what Marcus Mariota brings to the game. Sweet feet that elude sticky situations. He knows how to get outside the pocket and get downfield. Last year as a rookie, he showed us exactly how to do it and do it well.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on fourth down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, here's Henry. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity if it breaks.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And that is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 4th and 4.
For the defense, they've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else should...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Miller, the lone setback. Now Savage. And Bryant's got it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Savage now. Bryant with a catch right side. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Des Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Savage now to throw. Rolling to his right. Complete to Bryant. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Here's Savage on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's Savage. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by rookie LaShawn Sims. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And now it's second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Again, it's Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover. And when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Arakpo able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Time for a break. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now Mariota out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Miller, the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Texans are going to have a first.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, they're on a nice